send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Good evening, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are always competitive. So what kind of people fit their culture? Greg Popovich says we're looking for character, people that have gotten over themselves. A sense of humor is huge. You've got to be able to take a dig and feel comfortable that you don't have all the answers.
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, Kevin, you know, when you've got experienced players on the court, then you typically have a composed team. And that means that you won't see either team really get rattled. And I think because both teams have great experience, we're going to have a hard-fought, competitive matchup where neither team really is flustered at all.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, the 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. Richardson is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's in at the small forward.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Now, here's Trent. To the middle, here's Van Vliet. Murray with the defensive effort.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, Murray showing you he can play above the rim. This guy's got major bounce as he punched that one down.
And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
Josh Richardson. That's his first personal foul.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. 4-point game. Barnes against Johnson. Now here's Barnes. Defense right on him. Johnson with the defensive effort. And Leonard has it in the corner. Richardson outside. Poke loose. Pirtle trying to get open. Siakam pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to DeRozan. Now Trent. And no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
And the shot goes in. Murray's got his second basket.
You know, that's a shot some teams are willing to give Murray. The more he knocks it down, the more dangerous he'll become.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's DeRozan. Pass to Trent. Toronto working the ball around now. They could use a bucket. Here's Barnes. Drops in the layup for 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
There's the pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Pirtle kicks to Richardson. Sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, they're on fire right now. Cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Raptors trail by 7. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Now Trent. Back to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Good D by Johnson. San Antonio leading by 7. quarter. We're about 3.5 minutes in. Leonard on the wing, covered by Barnes. Leonard with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with, incredibly strong for his position.
And it helps him finish. Also lets him guard bigger men with strength on the wing.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. Young comes in for Barnes. And Anunoby subbed in for Trent. Now, here's Achua. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
Leonard on the wing. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. DeRozan, that's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Well, it takes unique skills to be able to not be bothered by defensive pressure. And DeMar DeRozan is that kind of guy because he loves taking tough shots, and he makes most of them.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Murray against Van Vliet. Murray with the bounce pass. 5 to shoot. Here's Collins. And he makes that one.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
DeRozan against Leonard. And it's DeRozan missing.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And the basket by Vassell.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Now, here's DeRozan, the 11-footer, and the jumper is on the mark.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Here's Bates Diop, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Passes it to Vassell. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Bates Diop misses. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 7. Pass to Van Vliet. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. Here's Bates Diop, defended by Young. Tries from 10, and too long on the shot. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
So for Toronto right now, DeRozan and Anunoby on the perimeter. Young out there with Kem Birch, and it's Flynn in at the point guard. Here's Vassell. Pass to Primo. Poked away. Latrey. Birch grabs the board. Raptors trailed by 5. Anunoby with it. No points in the game yet for him. Pulls it up. And his first shot of the game, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling, whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes, different folks.
Yeah, but DA, I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Raptors trailed by 5. Now, here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by Diop. Walker goes in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Cam Birch.
After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
The first free throw is good. Johnson's checked in for San Antonio. Leonard comes in for Devin Vassell. And he makes both free throws. Raptors trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And DeRozan kicks to Birch. To the paint. Siakam, good.
And it's not easy to get that shot on target with so much contact. Siakam just shakes it off, determined to finish through.
All that he gives them on offense, Siakam's ability, Greg, to switch defensively is key for this team.
And he can legitimately stay in front of guards on the perimeter. I mean, this guy can test shots without fouling. You love the combination of focus and strong fundamentals.
Barnes looking around. From 11 feet away. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
That's his first
a tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
The Spurs making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. What you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved, Kevin. Plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Now, here's Walker, and the pass to Leonard. Outside, Walker. Murray for 3. The shot missing, and Toronto will come the other way. Siakam passes to Barnes. DeRozan with it. Over Leonard. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. DeRozan's got 8.
Guys, you remember when DeMar DeRozan first came into the league? He was just really a raw athlete. Now he's a finely tuned offensive juggernaut.
Pirtle trying to get open. Nice D from DeRozan. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter, and the shot's good for Boucher.
be a quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Siakam against Pirtle. Left side, Leonard. Kicks it out to Johnson. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
DeRozan against Johnson. They now take the lead. 10 points for him.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
San Antonio calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of the game, you have to stay hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Collins comes in for Pirtle, and Josh Richardson subbed in for Walker. And Toronto also making a switch. Achua's jacked in. Barnes tries again. Siakam misses.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Murray. Here's Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense.
And stolen by Murray. Richardson the pass to Murray. Back to Richardson. Outside Leonard. There's the triple. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a 4-point San Antonio lead.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
DeRozan passes to Achua. Up and in on the way.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Here's Leonard. The Raptors getting the bucket. Back to Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 6.
Murray showing you real poise that time, guys, converting on aggressive defense. The concentration, outstanding.
Murray against Barnes. The 3. Kept alive. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Murray. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's San Antonio up by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, you know, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So we got to keep shooting them. Hopefully, start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sport.
It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are leading by 4. Kenny, what was your impression?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
They need to turn up the intensity on D. Lots of guys standing around. Can't allow over 50% shooting and expect to win. They need to make it tougher to get clean looks and force that offense out of his comfort zone.
Through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from DeRozan so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Toronto with the ball. 4-point game. The 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. DeJounte Murray is out there with Richardson. And it's Leonard in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. Now, here's Trent. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Barnes. Siakam passes to Barnes. And here is Murray. Outside Leonard. Richardson outside. Passes it to Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Richardson. Leonard's got 9.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Toronto ball.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. DeRozan against Leonard. DeRozan, that's good.
You know, I look at DeRozan. One of the things I like most about his game is that he really employs the mid-range shot. And it's a lost art for most other players.
Now, here's Leonard. 9 points in the game so far. Richardson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Trent. And good, as it just tugs right down through the net.
Well, being effective in the pick and roll requires that you read the defense, and Richardson did a good job there.
And Greg, at 6'5" and 200 pounds, not the most imposing frame for Josh Richardson, but he is a quality defender.
Well, a lot of it is between the ears. I mean, the plus wingspan helps, but it's that competitive will that enables him to hold his own. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Walker's checked in for Josh Richardson. And so he makes both from the line.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Raptors trail by 8. Van Vliet on the wing. Knocked away. Here's Murray. He has 6. Johnson finds Murray. Now here's Walker. Pass to Murray. Back to Walker. Fires for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And, you You know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Knocks down the three ball.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Leonard against Siakam. 11 feet away. He squares up and sinks it. Leonard's got 13.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the Raptors call time here. Some changes for Toronto. Achua comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Chris Boucher's subbed in for Barnes. Boucher kicks to Trent. Over Walker. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 7. In the corner, it's Boucher. No good from outside. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And Walker kicks to Leonard. Now Johnson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 6. Leonard inside, defended by the dive for the ball, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Ken Burgess checked in for Chris Boucher. Young comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Flynn subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Flynn with it. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now, here's Collins. Can't hit that one. Trent passes to Young. Back to Trent. Pass to Flynn. Over Jones. Flynn misses. San Antonio leading by 5. The pass to Vassell. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Flynn the pass to Achua. And here's Trent. Drives to the hoop. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Trent's got 4 points this quarter.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Outside Leonard. Here's Vassell. Passes it to Leonard. Over Young. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And that's 17 points for Leonard.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Here's Trent. The kick out to Young. Outside Flynn. Clock at 6. Pass to Trent. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Trent's got 7.
3 points.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Leonard on the wing. Over Young. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Spurs leading by 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Toronto right now, we've got Barnes. Siakam is out there with Young. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Flynn in at the point. Now here's Johnson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Anunoby. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Raptors trail by 7. Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Flynn. Now it's tipped, and he recovers it. Young. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Young's got his first points of the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
At the line for your Spurs, Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. DeRozan. He's checked in for OG Anunoby. Trent comes in for Young. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Flynn. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. DeRozan against Johnson. High, arcing shot. And DeRozan kicks to Trent. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 12. And that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Raptors ball.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Murray against VanVleet. The pass to DeRozan. Good D by Johnson. Spurs leading by 7. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
You know, at this point of his career, Richardson knows his role, understands it, embraces it. He's a 3-and-D guy who gives you great effort at both ends of the court.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Van Vliet against Murray. Floats one up. And Van Vliet lays it in.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage. Slipping past there for the finish.
Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game. Raptors trailed by 9 and stolen by Murray. In transition, here come the Spurs. Kicks it out to Richardson. There's the dish to Johnson. Outside Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. It falls to basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Murray's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio. The Raptors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. And here's Trent. Outside DeRozan. Siakam kicks to Trent. Shoots over Leonard.
Gary Trent
Trent gets the bucket.
Assisted Pascal Siakam.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now Murray. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Raptors. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dishes it to Barnes.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And there's the try. Rebound by Murray. Spurs leading by 11. Passes to Richardson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you got to love when Richardson gets the defense to commit and make a mistake there.
4th team foul. At the line for San Antonio, Josh Richardson. At the line for 2.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. Raptors trail by 12. .143 left in the game. Barnes against Pirtle. Siakam trying to free himself up.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
How about this little nugget, guys? When Murray earned all defensive second team honors in his rookie year, he became the youngest player in NBA history to make the all defense team.
Murray, 2 shots.
And so Murray nails both of them. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 14. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he could be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Spurs.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Leonard.
And, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Now Murray, following the three-point attempt by Josh Richardson.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Here's DeRozan. Up and in from the low block.
The athleticism is obvious when you look at DeRozan's game, but he also has tremendous strength, and wasn't much the defender could do there.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And